Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Population 0.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
That's always going to put those in here. Here's the key that you requested. 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, NL.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Thought the halluc- Influential citizen, Vivian Roberts, the people of the state of Newland Awards. Anyone delivering food to church on Saturdays, please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. Okay. Notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use half cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. This one. Is it in my journal anywhere? Dorothy's house. Mr. Roberts. So who did I decide Mr. Roberts was? Charles Roberts is Mr. Roberts. Okay, so I need to find Charles Roberts. Yes. I should have the key for the shack in the back, I think. House entrance key found in the mansion. That was Bernard's. With Dear Miss Roberts, on behalf of Jackson and Lewis, we would like to thank you for appointing us to be Painscreek Community Hospital's medical provider. With your husband, Mr. Charles Roberts, running for mayor, some might consider this partnership to solely be for the benefit of his status. On the contrary, it also greatly benefits us, as your supporting funds allow us to continue our research and assisting our elderly patients. Details of the contract will be sent over shortly. Please go through the papers, have them signed, and return to us by the end of the week. Thank you. Sincerely, Eric Campbell. Oh, Johnson was found drowned. Okay. We have a flashlight. There's a lot of flashlights. Are you expected to lose them? Or do the batteries die? Must be the Roberts family. So, Charles, Vivian, Trisha. She looks awful young to be messing around with that guy. He's no good for her. I've already decided. Is my flashlight still on? Sure is. Don't need that outside. Ah, yes, but it is a combination. Okay. Well, that's not going to help me at all. How on earth am I to find bedrooms in a mansion? I can't imagine they would let their children stay on the first floor. Just flat out. Second floor map. Trisha's room. Second floor. Can a brother get a first floor map per chance? Okay, second floor far left. This is the stairs. That's the balcony. Wait. This is the balcony, is it not? Oh, so there's a balcony here. I thought I seriously should have been on immediate left. So then, yeah, this is Trisha's room. Okay. What else do we have second floor? Tier. I do have an entrance key. Is that for her bedroom? Nope. And I've checked the rest up here, correct? Yeah, because there was the bar. That's the security room. Okay. So now we're at the bottom of that map. Where was Trisha's room? We ran past the bar. With the security, we're right here. Didn't expect that to be an open door. Well, I knew it was going to be an open door. I didn't expect it to pull open towards me. Man. Door's bolted from the inside. Okay, so I have to go into the attic to get that out. Or to get into there, rather. Where does this house entry key go, then? Curiouser and curiouser. So you can't go to that, because that's a padlock. Or a combination lock, rather. Just sprinting around. On the hunt. What does that say again? This is a house entrance key. Found it when the lock was in the mansion. It was Bernard's. More numbers. Lord have mercy. I think I've actually covered the entirety of the ground floor. With genuinely no avail. Everything's locked. I don't have a first floor map. I don't think this key worked here. Nope. We have this. Dang. You know it's worth a shot, right? Okay. So I think I've explored everything that's here. Yeah, 'cause I can't get into whatever this room is. So we have a room right here. Okay, D flashlight. Right, that's right there. Wonder if I can get to that. This one's locked. This one is not. This is just stairs. And this seems to end. Unless there's more than one one-trick painting? This one has an absurdly large frame now. I don't know. I guess my next course of action would be to check the location for Dorothy, her home, right? And I believe I have that one written down. Dorothy's house is 40 Black Pine Road. Which of this leads to Black Pine Road faster? What road is this? Wait. I guess I don't have a key to... Right? Didn't know she had her profession. Everything here's flipping locked, man. How? Wait, something under a flower pot. That's the church. Where's the church? Oh, and I can actually do something at opposite side of the world from where I'm at. And I just keep running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running. Thankfully, this game does have a sprint option, though. I'm very much enjoying this. That sure does look like a church. The key's under the flower pot in the front. $12.03. I don't know what that's for. Gonna need it though. Am I missing it? Ah. Yeah, I get this locked, buddy. Have to back up and reapproach. Or is it just the front door? Beautiful. We're inside the church now. Okay, after a brief intermission, we're back. I needed to eat. So we're inside of the church. I don't necessarily remember why we were here. Funeral of Andrew Reed. Oh, June 19th, 1995. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, not that. So So not long after that. July 19th. So a month later, he was apprehended. Okay. Scott Brooks, the handyman. Okay. That's not creepy. I will stay at the cabin tonight. I don't need dinner, Scott. What cabin? Oh, I bet you it was the cabin on the mansion property. Kitchen utensils, cups. Okay. I have a key for that. Nope. Oh, cool, a cellar. It's locked. Is there a tunnel system? This is on flat ground, I thought. One, two, three. Minutes marked on the calendar. Packing day and moving out and meeting Trisha. 90917. Whoops. Diary. There's something written on the bottom there, but I can't quite make it out. Scott. Father Matthew picked me up from the orphanage today. He said I will be staying with him for now and I can call him Dad if that's okay with me. Saturday, April 6th. So, April 6th would be 4685. Perchance. We'll get back to that in a moment. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. He says that after the signing, my name is not just Scott, but Scott Brooks. I'm so glad I now have a home. Friday, May 3rd, 1985. Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. There's so many wooden toys, and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. I chose the toy plane. It looked so cool. He says he can teach me carpentry when I'm a bit older. He even made a secret space for me in my room so I can put my special treasures inside. I love Father Matthew. The older boys are bullying me. They called me a bastard child and a weirdo. They said that's why my own parents didn't want me. What does bastard mean? Father Matthew says I should be patient, but they threw stones at me. Father Matthew cleaned my wounds. It's painful. Father Matthew told me to forgive and forget. He said they don't know what they're doing. I like Father Matthew, but I hate the boys. Trisha defended me today. The boys walked away when she said her dad is going to catch them and put them in jail. I want to be like Trisha's father. I want to be the next Charles Roberts. That way, no one will ever bully me. Derek is always there whenever Trisha asks me to play. He's 5 years older than me. He's like her bodyguard or something like that. And he's really good at drawing. He gave me one of his drawings today. He says he only gives drawings to friends. I wish I could draw like him. Maybe I can make a wooden toy car for his next birthday. Okay, so 4685 he got brought home. May, March, April, May. So that's what, 5385 maybe? Yes! And just have a... Oh, wait. Can I, like, rotationist this? Gonna do the thing you do in games. Kevin... Kevin Holland. Let's make it our secret hideout at 5 p.m. 8831 from Trisha. Trisha, you are a woman of my own heart. Love you for that, girl. Scott's Diary Part 2. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Miss Peterson. The population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying, and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I am old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? April 22nd, 1990. Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Monday, May 14th. 90. Father Matthew tells me it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. May 18th, 1990. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too, so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. May 20th, 1990. There's a secret room in the mansion. I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. Secret room in the mansion, huh? Oh, that's how you would have figured out the date if you weren't hyper autistic and a number boy. I'm trying to tighten a cup holder on my desk. It's like falling off. Okay. Took a Louisville slugger to both their lines. Okay. So search old Scott's room. Bathroom. I don't really know what I'm looking for in the bathrooms. I just figured it's a room to check. I'd almost be willing to bet you that the secret room in the mansion leads to the church. Photo of previous pastor, Father Calvin. Choir practice for Sunday Mass, final chord appearance, public baptism. Final chord appearance on 10/12/95. I return the tools back to the storage room. Didn't I read something about that? That was Oliver Gibson. Yeah, Oliver Gibson. So is that to Oliver's? I bet. No date on it? Okay. Yes, I see the lock. Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks of Painscreek Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night, but went home after their meeting and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters, and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder, that whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at the cabin is just something he has always done, and he feels at ease while he is in the home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release at this point. Continued on page 4. Okay. So there was that. Is there something? It's just the rendering. There was a date that I had just rattled off. Oh yeah. 10, 12, 9, 5, if there's that many. So we'll try 10, 12. When did he adopt Scott? Four, 6, 8, 5. Really? Okay. Is it also 6, 3, 8, 5? No. Oh wait, is it the 1203? Damn. I just had that epiphany while I was sitting here doing this. May 14th, so 6, no. May 18th, what if he wants to stare at background Trisha? I don't have, like, anything on this guy, do I? I mean, he pled not guilty when? Okay. So I got nothing for a date to get into his thing, unless I'm really missing something. I mean, it would make sense that Scott wouldn't know, I guess. Oh. What about this other one? Nope. I find it hard to believe that I would have that much trouble figuring out the date. What is this? Oh, it's a confession booth. You can't go in. Okay. Now, Scott's room was the first one, right? Storage is locked. Cool. What in the hell? Old-fashioned Slim Jim. That's to break into cars. Beautiful. Oh, it's the toolbox closed. Okay, what else do we have here? Some totes. Cups, cookingware, plates. Can I read the note? Scott's things. I think I'm clicking on... Oh, I need a pad key. Or a padlock, rather. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I thought for sure. Didn't I take a picture of something about Scott's things? I would have swore I saw something about Scott's things. Sheriff's relocation. It was something at the mansion. Did I read something down about Scott's things? No, I didn't. I done myself a disservice. I remember reading something about Scott's things. I swear I read something about Scott's things. Okay. Now, I'm not going to piss around with that and waste a bunch of time. So, upstairs, I have Scott's room, which I think we fully done diddly-doodled that one. It's Father Calvin. I feel like I have to freaking look at everything. I'm just looking for dates, man. Because it's what in here. This, so it's 4 digits. So it's gotta be his bedroom. If this is his office, and the other one is Scott's thingy. So we have him as an adult. Father Calvin. Multitorial tools back to the storage room. Which I had that from. Oh no, that's probably about here. Oh yeah, that's not that one. Well, so that's where I got the Slim Jim. Okay. Stay at the cabin tonight. The cabin. Okay, maybe we go to the hideout. Let's go check out the hideout. We at least know the answer to that. I think there's a car on the way that I could try to Slim Jim now. I'm probably gonna do this as separate recordings. Maybe, maybe not. I guess I haven't fully decided yet. I just know that I can't play all of it tonight. Unfortunately. So if I... So I can get into cars now. That car, I think, was right by the place, the inn, that had a bunch of stuff in it. Steve Moss. That must be Steven from the thing. Trying to reach people. Many of them have left Painscreek, and those who still remain are starting to move out. Found some evidence showing that things aren't what they seem. The media didn't have it right. Need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. I've been too weary and haven't reached out yet. Matthew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. I'll have to visit St. Patrick's Orphanage tomorrow. It's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There's something not quite right with all of this. Vivian married Charles in 1971. After the marriage, she became vice president of Robert's Mining Company. It went into a slump after the mining accident in 73. But her resilience to not give up led to her rebuilding the company from the ground up. She supported local businesses such as Painscreek Community Hospital to revitalize the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active? She was taken to Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Trisha Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalized for a few months. She was relying on Dr. Henry Johnson during that period. Security room 025241. Mansion? 025241. Yeah, they are back on their BS, man. Oh, 025241. And then mansion? Question mark. Also, married, V and C, married 1971. C. Hospital in 74. V. Hospital 1974. Shortly after Trisha born. And then hospitalized for a few months, relying on Dr. Henry. Reliant on Dr. H.J. Okay. To P.I. Steve Moss. I came across your name through a close friend of mine. She highly recommended you, saying you are a person of integrity and a very reliable investigator. So I would like for you to investigate the case which happened in 1995 in a town called Painscreek of the murder of Vivian Roberts. I was there when it happened. The body had been placed in front of the mansion gates for everyone to see. A few days later, Scott Brooks was apprehended as a suspect. However, there wasn't enough evidence and he was soon released. 18 months later, the police filed Vivian's case as unsolved. I've tried to forget everything, but I just can't. I simply want to know the truth. I have enclosed a copy of the threat letter that Vivian received the day she died. I hope it helps. For safety purposes, I would like to remain anonymous at this time. I will give you the first payment in good faith that you will agree to my offer when the case is solved. I will pass you the rest of the payment. Sincerely, Anonymous. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Interesting. Okay, Stephen Moss from NYC. Okay, now his room was at the end, right? I think he was 201. I have a picture of it, but the thing's also right in here. Stephen Moss 201. That's the one that wouldn't open, right? Right, we would need a key for that. But I don't have that. Okay, so somebody anonymous paid for him to come here. Okay. So let's go back to the mansion, I think. Sorry if I'm blinking a lot and real wonky. My eyes are super blurry. I thought this is where that path up was. Yeah, it is. It's right here. By the well at midnight. Are there any wells on the map? No, but I imagine it's that one out back of the mansion. So I guess I'll take a swift peek at that. And then security room code could be that, I think I remember that wall thing being, I think I remember saying it was a 6-digiter. I'm trying to stay relatively, quiet during this. I say as I cough. With hopes that it'll be a decent background sound for sleep. You know what I mean. Dang. I wonder if that's where the well is. It's back there. I thought I saw a well. But I'll check around the side after I check the hangout. Remind me to look for the well. Okay, I have this code somewhere. 4-digit. Perhaps I have it in here. Yeah, I do. What was a note that I'd take a picture of? Balls. 8831. Yeah, they had a grill. Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench from Andrew. P.S. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Okay. 1. That's not a rook, is it? I think it's... There's knights, rooks, king, queen, pawn. That's what I'm missing. There's knight, rook. Bishop. That's a bishop. Rook is the castle. Bishop with a 1. Okay. And a rook with a 7. Looks like a mansion room key. Attic. Okay, I need to take that. TR, Trisha Roberts. March 26, 93. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. April 1st, Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we're secretly meeting. September 3rd. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as the supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. September 16th. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. October 1st. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach, plus his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I was surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age difference, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor and that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all the stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today. Okay. Just says Trisha on it. Trisha drawer. Where the hell's there a Trisha drawer? She didn't say anything about a drawer, did she? That's not the door, right? Nope. Yeah, there was that. I have a key that says attic, which is probably to here. There's that missing box of the wine. Why is it outside? Right, is that a thing of Da Vinci wine? Yeah, it's Chianti. So it was hidden, but it was just sitting outside? Something's fishy there. Maybe. Oh, I hate it in here. Okay, I hate it less. $225. Lock in the attic is at $225. The Benfield. Secret safe instructions. Insert the clock key. Set the time. Turn the key. Tea time? Oh, I had that note from What's-Her-Face. Secret safe instruction. Insert the clock key. I could take a photo of that. Actually, do I have a photo of that note? No. I don't think. It's not in there. I have to go look. Okay, so here's the garage. Some sea glass. Why was that already open? Okay. Why was this already open now? Some charcoal. I find it weird that that was already open. Tuesday, September 21st, 93. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now, since he has started working at the museum, or the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be one to hang out with Trisha. Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. Hope she recovers quickly. Miss Johnson is a great man. Mr. Johnson's helping her. Yeah. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. He didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. I knew anything about Father Calvin. Whose journal entry is that? Derek. Okay. Well, who's here for the barbecue? Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush. There's grill brush on there twice. Why would I be able to pick this up? I've not been able to pick up like all the rest of the tools. Okay. Okay, I found what? Clock and attic. Yeah, there's a secret room in the mansion. That's the thing I have to. My security room, I have something from that. 025241. Beautiful. Ooh, what is this? Maybe a garden? It has the sink on it. What's this? Trisha's room, nanny room. Oh wait, not that. And tea room. Ooh, tea time. Employee information, Bernard Hopkins. Born in 1944. Silver Lake, 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Phone number, regular employee, butler, staff and house management. Date hired. Derek Tyler. 43 Silver Lake chauffeur, driving and car maintenance. Wanda Tyler. Housemaid. Currently hospitalized. She was discharged. Okay. Andrew Reed. Oh, he looks sketchy. Holy hell. Hardworking and trusted by Vivian Roberts. Dorothy Patterson. Longest hired employee in the Roberts family. Mary Mercer still waiting for a photo. That's weird. Previously worked at Moon Cafe. Okay, so Mary worked Moon Cafe. I find it interesting that she has no photo. What's the tape? I guess there's probably a lot of them. Found them. Read. Someone ran through the garden last night. Man about 5'5" wearing a hooded sweater. Climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run into the backyard and jumped over the back wall. News Tech VHS tapes arrived. Please use new tapes as a recording. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28, 1975. June 28th, 1975. June 20th, 1975. Since the tape is never found. Either of those are... Okay. I'll continue reading, sorry. Seems the tape was never found. May 28th, 94, we have a new security guard coming in today. His name's Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his manager to get him up to speed. July 4th, 94, Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He'll arrive around 11:15 and brought Andrew home. August 12th, 94. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started working at the mansion. He'll be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. November 2nd. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, she got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, she said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is, when I asked around, all the maids said they were working that evening. So that was definitely Mary Martinez. Did I decide this was Trisha's room? No, that's for her drawer. I don't remember which was which. That's the maids. Okay. Holy Bibble. Contacts wigging out. Dear Charles, I have worked here for more than 20 years. I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me and the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself, Dorothy. That's January 31st of 1996. Dorothy and Trisha years ago. Okay. Interesting. Got a diary. Dorothy Patterson. I couldn't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would happen if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew never liked when Laura and Daniel were here, even as his wife. I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. When Laura and Daniel were here, even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea. Okay, so Laura is Andrew's wife. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been here almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea. And we talked quite a bit. Mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I didn't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. I should call Laura until I read Andrew's situation. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending them money these last few years. She had been considering returning to Painscreek so they could be together again. When they had called Laura before the fire accident, I feel so sorry for them. Who's Daniel? Scott was Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. What's in our old photo album? Is it out? This one just says diary on it. It's a newly hired maid named Sophia. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good moments. She's a quick learner too, and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia's doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased anytime I say this. If I didn't know better, I'd think Matthew liked her. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, what does it feel like to be loved? I said, well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents. She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. Okay, so Matthew, which is the priest guy, is close with Sophia. Nothing in the trash can. Nothing in the medicine cabinet. Some TP. Better not find nothing sus in here. Dorothy. How about if you find nothing? Would nothing be good with you? Wonder if her photo album had Andrew in it, and that's why he freaked out. Okay, what other notes do I have that pertain to here? They were made in 1971. Something tea time. Needed something with tea time.